Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn split. Pop star, 33, and longtime boyfriend, 32, call it quits after 6 years of dating, as she spends time away on Eras World Tour.
Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn have split up after 6 years together, according to sources close to the couple. E.T. claims that the Lavender Haze songstress, who is current on tour, and the UK actor allegedly had an amicable split that was not dramatic. The relationship had just run its course. It's why Alwyn hasn't been spotted at any shows, the insider added, with Page Six claiming that the pair broke up a few weeks ago. It comes as there had been conflicting reports just weeks ago where a source said everything was fine between them, according to People. DailyMail.com has reached out to Swift's representatives for comment. Just 2 weeks ago, a source gave a glimmer of false hope to People. Joe will travel with her, on tour, when he can. They are great together. Joe is super supportive of her career. Swift and Alwyn have been romantically linked since 2016 and the hitmaker has frequently voiced her feelings for the British hunk, 32, in her songs over the years. The relationship came soon after Taylor's headline-making fling with Loki actor, Tom Hiddleston. Taylor and Joe are notoriously tight-lipped when it comes to their relationship and they've made an effort to keep it out of the spotlight. In an interview with Vogue back in 2018, Joe acknowledged the public's curiosity surrounding his romance with the Grammy Award winner. He also praised the pair's dedication to privacy. "I'm aware people want to know about that side of things. I think we have been successfully very private, and that has now sunk in for people," he said. Despite being together for years, Taylor and Joe have never made their red carpet debut as a couple. Joe has co-written music with Taylor under the pen name, William Bowery, on her past 3 albums, Folklore, Evermore and Midnights. Last year, Taylor seemingly shut down engagement rumors and the lyrics of the track Lavender Haze, which opens her 10th studio album Midnights. It appeared to be a direct hit at a July 2022 report that Taylor had been engaged to her boyfriend for a few months. In Lavender Haze she sings, "All they keep asking me is if I'm gonna be your bride / the only kinda girl they see / is a one night or a wife." She then appeared to hit back at the outdated line of questioning, "I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say / the 1950s they want from me." Speaking to the Wall Street Journal last year, Joe also hit back at the persistent engagement rumors, declaring that he would never confirm or deny any marriage speculation. He quipped, "If I had a pound for every time I think I've been told I've been engaged, then I'd have a lot of pound coins. I mean, the truth is, if the answer was yes, I wouldn't say, and if the answer was no, I wouldn't say." On the same album of Lavender Haze, Taylor detailed their love on a track named Sweet Nothing, and even enlisted his help as a co-writer. In Sweet Nothings, she sings, "I found myself running home to your sweet nothings, I'll take their pushing, shoving. You were in the kitchen humming, all that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing." She implies that whilst everyone else wants something from her, Joe is the one person who has remained genuine and true. She also appears to reference her love on Snow on the Beach, which features Lana Del Rey, crooning, "Now I'm all for you like Janet / can this be a real thing / can it?" in reference to Janet Jackson's hit, All For You. Kicking off her record-breaking Eras tour last month in Glendale, Arizona, Taylor declared to 70,000 fans that she loves teaching men how to apologize. The superstar opened up about recurring themes in her music as she candidly spoke to State Farm Stadium with a guitar in her arms. "So, sort of a recurring theme in my music is that I love to explain to men how to apologize. I just love it," said the 12-time Grammy winner, per footage posted to Twitter. "It's kind of my thing," added Taylor. "I love to tell them step by step, here's how simple this is to fix things if you just follow these easy steps that I'm laying out for you in a 3-minute song. I just love the idea of men apologizing." The U.S. leg of Taylor's 6th headlining tour will be taking the country by storm for the next 5 months, concluding with a slate of Los Angeles concerts in August. The massive launch comes after Ticketmaster's catastrophic pre-sale debacle, which left pre-verified fans waiting in a virtual line for hours and others unable to purchase tickets at all. The organization finally apologized to Swift and her fans, citing bot attacks and massive demand as the culprits. Fortunately, Swift still had reason to celebrate last month after she made history at the Grammys yet again, winning Best Music Video for her romantic drama, All Too Well, the short film, making her the first person to win the category with a sole directing credit for their own music video.
Taylor Swift's dating history. Taylor Swift fans are in shock as it's been reported that the Grammy Award-winning singer has called it quits with Joe Alwyn after 6 years together. The hitmaker, 33, has had multiple high-profile relationships and breakups over the years, including with the likes of Harry Styles and DJ Calvin Harris. And as it appears she's back on the market, DailyMail.com is taking a look back on Taylor's extensive dating history. July-October 2008. Joe Jonas. Taylor dated Joe in the early days of her singing career back in 2008, but sadly split after only a few months together. The singer revealed that she was dumped over phone call and their relationship was inspiration for the star's much-loved album Fearless. The Grammy-winning songstress then went on to slam Joe during an appearance on The Ellen Show, saying, "There's one song that's about that guy, but that guy's not in my life anymore, unfortunately. That's ouch. We haven't talked since, but you know what? Someday I'm gonna find someone really great who's right for me. When I look at that person, I'm not even going to remember the boy who broke up with me over the phone in 25 seconds when I was 18. But in 2015, Joe revealed he harbored no bad blood with Taylor during an interview with Access Hollywood, admitting that having a song written about you goes with the territory of dating a musician. And in 2021, Taylor hinted that she and Jonas were back on civil terms during another appearance on Ellen's Burning Questions segment. The star was asked what the most rebellious thing she did as a teenager was, which caused Taylor to laugh. "Probably when I put Joe Jonas on blast on your show," she began. "That was too much, that was too much." Meanwhile in 2021, Taylor put out previously unreleased track Mr. Perfectly Fine, which is believed to be about ex-Joe. August to November 2009, Taylor Lautner. Taylor and Taylor dated back in 2009, having first met while filming the upcoming ensemble romantic comedy Valentine's Day, where they shared an on-screen kiss. She described the moment as life-changing, and he appeared equally smitten, saying he definitely considered her his type. When quizzed about their relationship on a U.S. radio show at the time, the Love Story singer played it coy. She said, "I don't know, he's an amazing guy and we're really close." And yeah. However, it was a mere 2 months before their relationship was over. He liked her more than she liked him. He went everywhere he could to see her, but she didn't travel much to see him, a source told Us Weekly at the time. They decided they were better as friends. It has long been rumored that Swift wrote back to December about her 2009 relationship with Lautner. November 2009, February 2010, John Mayer. John Mayer reportedly dated Taylor from December 2009 through February 2010 when he was 31 and she was 19. They originally met when she collaborated on his song Half of My Heart. The romance seemingly ended on bad terms based on her scathing song Dear John, which many people believe is about him. The name of the song as well as lyrics recalling her age, 19, at the time of the romance appear to lead to the conclusion that it is fact about John in their rocky but brief romance, although the songstress never confirmed it was about him. The timing of the song also confirms it's about John. She released the song in October 2010 on her Speak Now album, 8 months after their reported split. The tune gave insight on how Taylor and John's reported romance went wrong, with the singer singing in tune, "Dear John, I see it all now that you're gone / don't you think I was too young to be messed with?" The girl in the dress cried the whole way home. She also wrote the lyrics, "Well, maybe it's me, and my blind optimism to blame, or maybe it's you and your sick need to give love and take it away. Dear John, I see it all now, it was wrong, don't you think 19's too young to be played by your dark, twisted games? He added more fuel to the fire 2 years after the song's release when he told Rolling Stone magazine that he felt really humiliated about the song, which made him feel terrible. Swift and Gyllenhaal made headlines when they dated for just 3 months in the fall of 2010, when he was 29 and she was 20. Sources told tabloids at the time that it was serious, and they were even spotted together over Thanksgiving weekend. Nearly 2 years after they split, Swift released Red, which included track number 5, All Too Well, with allusions to the actor. In the original lyrics, Swift sings about taking a trip upstate with her romantic partner, leaving her scarf at his sister's house, dancing in the kitchen, and falling in love before it all ended. She later teased on numerous occasions that the song as she originally wrote it lasted about 10 minutes, but verses were cut for a time. Gyllenhaal, though, denied knowing anything about being featured on her album. "Do I have a song? I don't know," he told Howard Stern in 2015. The song would have firmly been in Swift's past had it not been for the drama with her masters. In 2009, after Scooter Braun purchased her masters, Swift accused him of exerting tyrannical control over her music, and the two had a bitter feud in the press. At the urging of fans, Swift began re-recording all of the songs for which he owned the masters, which she has started to release, including several never-before-released tracks on each one. She released a 10-minute-long, deeply personal version of All Too Well, which offered added new dramatic details in recounting their romance, singing that she was in hell and felt shame. Most damning, though, were revelations that Gyllenhaal told Swift the problem was their age difference. July-October 2012, Connor Kennedy. Taylor and Connor, the son of Robert F. Kennedy, Jr. and the late Mary Kennedy, were first spotted together at the Kennedy family home in Hyannisport in July 2012, but the summer romance barely lasted 3 months. Insiders said Taylor, who was 4 years older than Connor, wrecked the 18-year-old by coming on too strong, and because of her apparent obsession with his famous family. Connor's just an 18-year-old kid and wasn't ready for anything super serious, a pal told RadarOnline.com. But Taylor is looking for her soulmate and it kind of freaked him out with how strong she came on, the insider went on. The friend also said that Taylor was obsessed with the Kennedy family, and what was living out a fairy tale with Connor. She was more obsessed with the idea of dating a Kennedy, than the actual Kennedy she was dating, the pal added. December 2012, January 2013, Harry Styles. Fledgling couple Harry and Taylor dated from November 2012, with a source telling The Sun at the time. Harry is head over heels for Taylor and even admitted he loved her while they were in the Big Apple. However, they split just 3 months later in January 2013. At the time, it was reported she had ended their fling after an angry row during their New Year's vacation. He is largely believed to be the inspiration for her tracks Style and Out of the Woods, both off of the album 1989. In 2015, she admitted she always knew her relationship with Harry was doomed for fail. In a video posted to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of her hit album 1989, she revealed that the #1 feeling she felt during her 3-month fling with the One Direction singer was anxiety. Before belting out a one-off acoustic version of Out of the Woods, she elaborated on the relationship that inspired the song. "I'm going to play you a song that I wrote about a relationship that I was in, that the #1 feeling I felt in the whole relationship was anxiety," she explained as she sat at her piano. "Because it felt very fragile, it felt very tentative. And it always felt like, okay, what's the next roadblock? What's the next thing that's gonna deter this? How long do we have before this turns into just an awful mess and we break up? Is it a month? Is it 3 days?" The former One Directioner previously spoke about Taylor's songwriting back in 2017. He kept coy about the songs, but defended Taylor against critics, telling Rolling Stone, I don't know if Out of the Woods and Style about me or not, but the issue is, she's so good, they're bloody everywhere." March 2015, June 2016, Calvin Harris Taylor is rumored to have started their relationship after meeting the Hunker Brit Awards after-party in London in February 2015. However, the couple ended up splitting in 2016 after a very public romance, with reports stating the relationship had ended because he was jealous of the superstar singer's success. Calvin later accused Taylor's team of leaking that she had secretly written the lyrics for his hit track with Rihanna, "This Is What You Came For." He wrote soon at the time, "Hurtful to me at this point that her and her team would go so far out of their way to try and make me look bad at this stage though. I figure if you're happy in your new relationship you should focus on that instead of trying to tear your ex-BF down for something to do. I know you're off tour and you need someone new to try and bury like Katy Perry, etc. but I'm not that guy, sorry. I won't allow it. Please focus on the positive aspects of your life because you've earned a great one. God bless everyone, have a beautiful day." Calvin later admitted all hell broke loose when he split from Taylor. He told GQ, "It's very difficult when something I consider so personal plays out very publicly. The aftermath of the relationship was way more heavily publicized than the relationship itself. When we were together, we were very careful for it not to be a media circus. She respected my feelings in that sense. I'm not good at being a celebrity." He continued, "But when it ended, all hell broke loose. Now I see that Twitter thing as a result of me succumbing to pressure. It took me a minute to realize that none of that matters. I'm a positive guy. For both of us it was the wrong situation. It clearly wasn't right, so it ended, but all of the stuff that happened afterwards, June to September 2016, Tom Hiddleston, the couple, formerly known as Hiddle-Swift, became infamous due to their enthusiastic public displays of affection. They shocked fans around the world after they were spotted locking lips on a beach in June 2016, marking the beginning of their romance. But the most infamous moment occurred during their July 4th weekend break in Rhode Island, where Tom was photographed frolicking in the surf with his lover while wearing a vest that was emblazoned with the message "I Heart TS." Tom insisted that their relationship wasn't a showman's when talking to The Hollywood Reporter. "The truth is that Taylor Swift and I are together, and we're very happy," he said. "That's the truth. It's not a publicity stunt." The couple even took the huge step of meeting one another's parents, with Taylor jetting to the UK to spend time with Tom's mother in Suffolk, while he went to her adopted hometown of Nashville. However, it was soon reported she put the brakes on the relationship after having regrets about how public the first few weeks were and getting the impression that Tom liked the limelight, a source told Us Weekly. Taylor knew the backlash that comes with public displays of affection, but Tom didn't listen to her concerns when she brought them up. "I think she feels a little embarrassed that the whole world saw them so serious and now it's over," according to the publication. The pair were also struggling maintain a long-distance relationship, and met up in her Rhode Island home just last month in a bid to work through their problems. They ended up breaking up in September of that year. An insider exclusively told DailyMail.com that the pop star felt uncomfortable with the actor's desire to be so public about their romance. Tom had asked Taylor to the Emmy Awards that month, but she began questioning whether he was with her for the right reasons and ultimately decided to call off the romance. The actor commented in a GQ profile in a 2017, "Taylor is an amazing woman. She's generous and kind and lovely, and we had the best time." He also nixed speculation the relationship was a stunt purely designed for publicity, insisting, "Of course it was real." He claims they were both seeking a normal relationship, adding, "So we decided to go out for dinner, we decided to travel. She's incredible. But a relationship in the limelight. A relationship always takes work. And it's not just the limelight. It's everything else." 2016 April 2023, Joe Alwyn. Taylor began dating The Conversations with Friends star, 31, in late 2016 after they were rumored to have crossed paths at that year's Met Gala in New York City. The Lover-singer reportedly kicked off her romance with Joe just months after her shock split from low-key actor, Tom Hiddleston. In September 2016, Taylor gave fans insight into their burgeoning romance by alluding to Joe in lyrics on her hit 2017 album Reputation, including the song Gorgeous, where she recalls making fun of his English accent. The Grammy Award winner opened up even more on her 2019 album Lover, where she gushed about her London boy on multiple tracks. The song Cruel Summer is also rumored to be about the overlap between the beginning of her romance with Joe and the end of her fling with Hiddleston. Joe told the Sunday Times in 2018 that he finds it flattering that Taylor uses him as her musical muse. Just 2 years later, Taylor welcomed her beau into the songwriting world by allowing him to pen lyrics for her 2020 album, Folklore, using the pseudonym William Bowery. Joe co-wrote 2 songs for the Grammy Award-winning album and 3 more songs for Folklore's sister record Evermore. Although she feels safe opening up in her music, Taylor previously stated that her relationship with the British hunk isn't up for discussion in the press. She discussed the decision to keep the romance private in her 2020 Netflix documentary Miss Americana, which included rare footage of herself and Joe. She described falling in love with someone who had a really wonderfully normal, balanced, grounded life, and they decided together that we wanted our relationship to be private. Though the pair have yet to make a red carpet debut, they've attended several high-profile events together, including the Golden Globes in 2020. They were hit with engagement rumors in July 2022, but Taylor seemingly shut them down in the lyrics on her latest album Midnights. On April 3, 2023, it was claimed by ET that, despite reports they were doing fine, Taylor and Joe had decided to call it quits after 6 years together. A source told the outlet that the split was not dramatic and that the relationship had simply fizzled out.